Are you ready? I said, are you ready? You are listening to Voice of the Fans Sportscast, brought to you by none other than the voices of the fans. Discussing football, basketball, news, trending topics. The one-stop shop for all things sports. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Hosted by none other than Ben Swift Reynolds, Taylor Gatwood, and Tyler Wright. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Voice of the Fans Sportscast.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Voice of the Fans Sportscast. I'm your host, Ben Reynolds. We have T. Wright and Professor Flowers in the house. What's up, fellas?
What's up?
Doing good, man. It's Super Bowl week. Well, it's Super Bowl weekend.
It's been a crazy
What's
week
up?
other than the Super Bowl.
I know. Where the party's at? Where the party
Man, look, I ain't been to a Super Bowl party ever since we lost.
at? Oh wow. Hey, so you saying you ain't going back to a party until y'all go to the Super Bowl? You just
Nah, I'm not going. I'm not going there after. Even if we make one, I'm still not going. I'd rather watch the game at home.
To me, yeah, like especially if my team playing, I won't watch it. No, with a couple of friends, close family, but I don't want to go out in no restaurant or no party and just be pissed when my team doing bad. Cause you ain't gonna have a good time if you losing at the moment.
People be talking crazy to you. You be mad already.
Yeah, that's a bad combination. I'm liable to fight.
I'm violent. Don't talk crazy.
Hey, don't talk to me now when my team losing now. Don't be talking no mess.
Man.
But anyway, it's Super Bowl weekend. You know, Eagles versus the Chiefs. It's here. So I'm wondering, I'm asking y'all guys. Well, I'm asking Flowers first. Who do you have in this game?
You know what? I've had 2 weeks to think about this. I've been back and forth, and I'm stuck on the narrative of the Eagles 1 through 53 are probably better than the Kansas City Chiefs. But look, I've been against Kansas City the whole year, and I'm not about to pick against them this week. I'm going Kansas City.
Ooh, Kansas City. Okay.
It's going to be a close game.
It's
going to be a close game.
Yep.
What about you, T. Wright?
Well, I got the script, and it said, nah. Nah, I'm going with the Chiefs, man. It's like Flower said, I think it's gonna be close, and if it's close, give me Mahomes all day.
Okay. So I'm going Eagles. I'm starting off with my pick. I'm going with the Eagles. Just because of the defense. Defense win championships. So I'm staying on that firm belief. And I know it's gonna be a close game, but I think Jalen, he's gonna pull it out. I feel like it's gonna come to a final drive and it's gonna be all on Jalen Hurts' shoulder. So let's dive a little bit more deep into this matchup. Flowers, why do you think the Chiefs are going to handle this and take home the victory?
Let's be realistic here. Jalen Hurts has never played in the Super Bowl. This is Patrick Mahomes' third one. Andy Reid, this is his fourth one, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm going to ride coach and quarterback experience. Then we look, elsewhere, in other spots. You got Kelsey. He's a big play receiver. He's probably the best pass catcher in this game. The offensive line of Kansas City is underrated. I feel like they can block that front. Mahomes is healthy. The receivers are healthy. Nobody's on the injury list. So I feel a little better making this pick. I said it's not saying the Eagles aren't bad or anything. I just think that Jalen hasn't been great in the playoffs. I'm quite sure he's a little healthier than he was 2 weeks ago, but I think if Jalen has to do too much, they're not going to win this game. I think everything has to play an element as far as for Philly to win this game. And I mean, and the same thing with Kansas City. Kansas City is gonna go as far as Mahomes, and Mahomes is gonna have to will this team to a win.
So yeah, I understand that they putting it on Jalen. You're not confident in that. But I feel like they have another factor, and that's the running game. I feel like if they can get that running game going early and just limit Jalen to easier throws, then I feel like they'll be on to something. Because how the Chiefs defense, they allow big plays. They not just like a top overwhelming defense. They can be
No,
had.
they're not.
So
And Philly can
that's
be had in some spots too.
yeah.
Now, let's not sit up here and think that Philly is just untouchable.
They
Because
not. They not.
if you honestly look at Philly in a whole, what makes them thrive, and they've had plenty of spots in the regular season, and well, somewhat in the playoffs. You see them in San Francisco, they stall. Okay, what ignites Philly is when they get a turnover, big play, sack, interception, whatsoever. But if you put them on a small field and shorten the field for Jalen Hurts, they're more effective. Make Jalen Hurts drive 75, 80 yards.
Right.
Make them use the field. That's all I'm saying.
Tell you right, what you think? Since you picked the Chiefs, why you more lean towards them than the Eagles?
I think this is coming to the time where Patrick Mahomes solidifies his his legendary
Early
career.
legendary career.
Yeah, you know what I couldn't find the word, but and also I think like Flower said, I think Andy Reid's gonna have the wherewithal to make Jalen drive the field, and he I think RC said this last part. He gonna calm Mahomes down and tell him to pick apart the defense instead of running around and trying to make too many plays.
Yeah, I kind of like the matchup though. I feel like the Eagles can match up with them, but like I said, the only thing is my concern is Kelsey and the Eagles' ability to tackle. We saw them not want to tackle Christian McCaffrey and some of the other running backs from the 49ers, and I feel like they get on top of that early and just swarm. Man, they fast now. They fast. They just need to like top it off with being physical. If they can swarm them receivers, Kelsey, then they got a really, really good chance taking the Chiefs offense out of it, because the Chiefs predicate off of yak. They just like the 49ers, they want to get yards after the catch, yards after contact. So they once the Eagles hit that first guy, they can't let them go for more yardage. They gotta tackle them right then and there. Because it's just like the 49ers, the Chiefs, they can get downfield. They can break some tackles with McKinnon. What's the Pacheco? There we go.
That was hilarious.
I don't get his name right for the end for the next season start. So them guys can break tackles, man. And with Kelsey, you have to control the center of the field. And I feel like that's where the Chiefs like to attack you, is in the center of the field. So CJ Gardner-Johnson and them boys gotta bring it.
Do they play more zone or man?
Who?
They play a little bit of both sometimes, depending on the matchups.
Well, the pass rush allows them.
Yeah.
The pass rush covers up a lot of things. Well,
yeah, they allow them to play different coverages on the back end. It just all depends on the matchups.
That's where Kelsey really gets off. He's good at sitting in the soft spot in the zone and manipulating.
And I think the running backs are going to be effective in this game too. Pacheco and Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I think they're going to play a big part in this game.
You think Clyde Edwards-Helaire is?
I think both of the running back. I mean, because if you think about it, they're getting Clyde Edwards-Helaire back. He can be a short yardage back. He can catch it also, but you can have a thunder and lightning combination. And it's a different look. You haven't seen Clyde Edwards-Helaire in a long time, but that allows them to do different things with Pacheco since Edwards-Helaire is back. I mean, it's just Patrick Mahomes is special, man. We can't deny that. And I also think of the Eagles and all the quarterbacks the Eagles have played this year. They haven't seen anything like Patrick Mahomes. We can sit up here and say what the Eagles have, what they got the 70+ sacks, through the year and everything else. But they have not played a quarterback like Patrick Mahomes.
That's true. How's the Chiefs seen a defense as physical as the Eagles. I know they saw the 49ers, but I feel like the Eagles secondary is better. They more optimistic than the 49ers on the back end.
Well, I mean, we could talk about the 49ers, but let's talk about how battle tested Kansas City is. Let's be, we gotta be honest with that. They're battle tested now.
They got
This is
experience.
nothing new for them. They have the
Right.
experience. They've taken people's best punches and they prevailed. So, and I think we're sleeping on the Chiefs defense also. And I'm not saying that they're this dominant group, of course. I mean, but they were second in sacks in the league. They got a man, Chris Jones, in the middle of that line. And I don't think Philly's gonna be able to. I don't think Kelsey. And that's gonna be a great battle. But Cox and company, Frank Clark, that's a good defensive line in the front. That front seven is pretty good too. So I don't think Philly is just going. I don't think Kansas City is just going to just lay down Philly. So it's gonna be a good game.
So T. Wright, what matchup are you looking at in this game that you're gonna have your eyes on?
I'm gonna have my eyes on the trenches. That's where the game is won. And
Yes,
the Eagles have a very good offensive line and defensive line. And like Flowers said, the Chiefs got a man in Chris Jones and they on their defensive line. So it's gonna be fun to watch.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking too. What I'm really gonna be looking at is the pressure. How much pressure can they get on Patrick Mahomes? And another aspect I'm gonna be looking at is the secondary. James Bradbury. We have Darius Slade. We have C.J. Gardner-Johnson. I forgot that rookie kid back there, but they have some corners and some safeties back there, and I want to see how they're gonna cover Kelsey, how they're gonna handle that. CJ, he's good now, but I don't know.
CJ is not the concern.
Yeah.
I listen to other players when they talk about the Eagles, and a lot of people just feel like they can be had if you have time over the top. I mean, if a front four can get after you, if you can get after somebody with 4 or 5 people, you can drop 6 or 7 people back in coverage, or possibly 8 people back in coverage. Your odds of making a play on defense is pretty tall. If the defensive line is getting home and getting pressure, it changes the whole game plan. If the defensive line doesn't get pressure on Patrick Mahomes, it's gonna be a long day for that secondary.
Who's making that play for the Chiefs over the top or for longer yardage type plays?
See, I was worried about everybody being hurt. Well, see, they got Juju back. He can sit in the zone. He can tear up the middle of the field, him and Kelsey. But like I said in a previous podcast, Valdez-Scantling. Watch out for Valdez-Scantling.
I think, man, it just amazes me this guy come out of nowhere. Like, we already saw him in Green Bay. And he
made
don't
plays
have
in
the
Green
best
Bay.
of hands. He don't have the best of hands. But he made big plays versus the Bengals.
Let me say something.
Calculated about MVS.
Let me say something about Valdez-Scantling real quick. And I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying as far as what happened in Green Bay. But this is the difference between Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes trusted that man in a critical situation when everybody was hurt. He trusted Valdez-Scantling enough to make plays. Green Bay probably would have had a Super Bowl if Aaron Rodgers would have threw the ball down the field to Valdez-Scantling a year or two ago when they played the 49ers. He was wide open. And Aaron has this thing about somebody drops the ball. Oh, he doesn't trust you.
He ain't going back to you.
You killed his confidence.
Right.
You gotta pick people up. That's a leadership quality that obviously Aaron Rodgers doesn't have. Patrick Mahomes has. Patrick Mahomes lost Tyreek Hill, and he took who wanted Juju Smith-Schuster? Who wanted Valdez-Scantling? Who wanted Kadarius Toney? He took all these receivers and led the league in all pass statistics.
Okay.
McKinnon. So it's hard. It's easy. I think it's easy to pick the Eagles in this, of course, because of the talent. But I just don't think we can sleep on Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, so it really gonna come down for me. If the Eagle defense can stand up against Chiefs offense, then they have a huge chance. But if the Chiefs offense get rolling and shred them, I'm not keen on Jalen Hurts picking up the mantle and carrying this team on his back. I don't want to see that because, like I said, he's been hurt, so I don't know he's still 100%.
Colin Hurd mentioned that his deep ball hasn't been there ever since the
It
injury.
hasn't ever since he got hurt. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
So that made me think. I'm like, yeah, he did hit Devontae Smith. That wasn't a catch, but after that, it was like really nothing.
Mhm.
So that worries me because the Eagles offense didn't put on a clinic like they should have when Purdy went out. I feel like there was a chance to showcase that passing game, and they really didn't. They really didn't take advantages of some of those San Francisco corners, like the matchups and everything. So that worries me. But I just gotta go with Jalen. I'm just ride this train. Even though I hate the Eagles, I don't like the Eagles. I like Jalen. And I don't usually go for the NFC team. I usually go for AFC team. But this time I'm picking the NFC team just because of Jalen. He just been fantastic this whole year. And of course Patrick Mahomes won MVP unanimously. So I only think Jalen got a vote.
He might got a vote or two.
Yeah, that was it. So it's kind of like disrespect, and I feel like Jalen gonna have a chip on his shoulder. It's gonna be a really good game. I can see it going two ways though. It can be a blowout,
Mhm.
like the
Philly
Chiefs
way.
did to the 49ers, like the Chiefs did the 49ers early in the season, or it's gonna come down to a drive. Not a field goal, it's gonna come down to a drive, a touchdown. They're gonna need a touchdown to win it. And I feel like it's gonna be a good game. And how many of us really want to see Patrick Mahomes win another Super Bowl?
Me, I do.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
I wouldn't be upset, man.
That's
I
my
wouldn't
guy.
be mad if the Eagles won. I mean, but it's just like I say, bro. I've slept on Patrick Mahomes all year. Well, I didn't sleep on Patrick Mahomes. I slept on the Chiefs.
Yeah, you slept on.
I ain't sleep
So
on
did
Mahomes.
I.
I slept on the Chiefs.
I thought they were gonna be sloppy in the passing game without Hill, and I wasn't high on Juju or I mean, really with Juju, they really had nobody else. They picked up Sky Moore, but Sky Moore's a rookie, so they really didn't have any receivers. And MVS, of course, we slept on MVS. I mean, so we just basically slept on offense, but he haven't missed a beat. So kudos to the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes for doing their thing. I wish RC was here because I think he was taking the Eagles. I feel like the only reason why he's taking the Eagles because they beat the 49ers. I may be wrong, but I feel like he might be going for that.
I feel like he might be torn between the two. I feel like he would pick Kansas City because of them not destroying the 49ers. But I can see him picking the Eagles.
I seen a quote by Robbie Gold. Let me see, can I pull it up? I got so much notes, man.
Oh, why you
the
doing
Chicago Bear Robbie Gold or the 49er Robbie Gold?
49ers Robbie Gold.
Hey, I want to say
got it. Go ahead.
Mississippi got the most players in the Super Bowl by state.
Who?
So it's a big number.
It's like let me see. AJ Brown, he from Starkville.
Oh yeah, Ole Miss.
Chris Jones from Mississippi.
Gainwell.
Kenny Gainwell from Mississippi.
Yeah, he from Yazoo City. Fletcher Cox from Mississippi.
Yeah, Fletcher Cox. That's right.
Willie Gay.
Yeah,
Willie Gay. Yeah, then he played Mississippi State.
I can't remember. Darius Harris should say it's right here too.
Mississippi, man, they just proved.
Yeah,
man, we balls down here.
A lot of talent. Mississippi.
I know. Texas get all the hype. Texas and Florida got the hype, but we got them rugged players, man. We got them gritty players.
If we had Texas revenue, we would be heard more about. I mean, and Mississippi is getting better now, but it's been so much talent in this state over the past 20 years. I remember playing against DeMario when he was at Brandon, and KJ Wright when he was at Olive Branch. You know, I got to play against them. So it's a lot of talent that's been in the state.
They need to recognize real. Ain't that right, T? Right?
Come on now.
All right. So Robbie Gold came out and said this about Jalen Hurts. He said if you make Jalen Hurts play quarterback, you're probably going to have a pretty solid day on defense.
Wow.
Flowers, I'll let you comment on that.
I'm done with the logic of, I guess people seen for, over 50 years that guess I'm not trying to sound like I'm racist or anything. You know, a white guy standing playing quarterback, being a 5'7", step drop back passer. And they act like when a black man plays the quarterback, just because he can run, he can't throw and he can't think, he just can run. That concept is dead. I think Jalen and Patrick have proven that. That logic has been dead. It was dead when Doug Williams won the Super Bowl. It was dead prior to that. We just didn't have a damn chance. So I hate
just
lopsided
Warren
comments
Moon.
like that.
Warren Moon, man. Like
Doug Williams was before Warren Moon.
Well, I'm saying like Warren Moon, like he showed
But
that.
think about I can't remember the guy, the first black quarterback in the league. Imagine what he went through. Imagine. I mean, even when we grew up, the logic of or the perception of black people were we're too stupid to play quarterback.
Yeah.
That was the perception, and it's been wrong since football began.
Yeah.
Because
we see
being able to run is a privilege.
Yeah, we have a track record of good black quarterbacks that wasn't just all that mobile, like Dante Culpepper. He wasn't always ready to run, but he always threw that thing. McNabb. That's always
McNabb was special.
Yeah,
Man,
Cunningham,
special.
Randall Cunningham, he can do both.
Yes.
Steve McNair. So it's just I don't know. People hate on Jalen because he's not throwing for 350 a game. He's doing it in different ways. I mean, passing yards don't always mean you throwing it 30 plus yards. Cause we see now where a little dump off gonna give a quarterback 30 plus if he take it a good bit away. So some of the numbers are skewed, and I think he's really just salty because of the Eagles beating them in the playoffs.
Well, it's just the simple logic of, like he's saying, let him play quarterback. So you're saying he's not smart enough to sit back there and pick somebody apart. That's pretty much what he's saying. And I'm not saying Robbie Gould is racist or anything. Like I said, it's just this old perception of, they just think since he's black, he's just gonna run around. If he has to sit back there, can't throw. It needs to die. That logic needs to die because too many intelligent black people walking around here that can play quarterback.
Too many. And dang, I just lost my train of thought. I was looking at some notes. But anyway, it just shows that the NFL evolving. Yeah, I know what I say. As a player anyway, that play against different quarterbacks, I hate dual threat quarterbacks.
Thank you. It don't matter if they're white or black.
People I never told a story where I think I told it before. I took a bad angle on dual threat quarterback. He ran like an option and he kept the ball. So that made me come up and took a bad angle. He was going 40, 50 yards. I was in trail position the whole game, the whole way. I was just trying to make up for what I missed. I missed the assignment. You know what I'm saying? He got me with the little play action, and they know he was out of pocket and on the run. I'm like, bro.
Yeah, it's an extra element,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the evolution of the game. We just have to call it for what it is.
Mm-hmm. So let's go to the NFL awards that was presented last night. Did anybody watch the award show?
I mean, I didn't even know it was on last night.
Me either. Yeah. I was looking at my Instagram and awards start popping up on my timeline. I'm like,
you know what they do? I think they pre-tape it and I think they show it on the night before the Super Bowl.
Okay, that make a lot of sense. Cause I was like, why would they have it? It was like 8 or 9 o'clock when these news start popping up on my timeline. So yeah, it's just I don't know. I just wish it probably wouldn't even air it anyway. So it's just one of them things. But anyway, let's say I'm gonna go through this list and y'all tell me if y'all agree, disagree, whatever. So MVP, Patrick Mahomes.
I agree.
Yeah. All right. Offensive Player of the Year, Justin Jefferson.
I can go with that.
Yeah.
He kind of slowed down close to the end of the season, couple games to the end, but yeah, I don't fault that. Defensive Player of the Year, Nick Bosa.
I'm cool with saying Nick Bosa is the Defensive Player of the Year, but I think Hassan Reddick probably had an argument in that too.
Yeah, he did. Even at one point, TJ Watt was in the running, then he got hurt. Of course,
he got hurt.
That took him out. So I guess they were looking at like, well, I guess no, Nick Bosa. I think Nick Bosa missed 2 or 3 games, but he picked off where he left off, basically.
Led the league in sacks. You know, that's
Yeah.
you know, we respect that.
They respect sacks more than anything. Coach of the year, Brian DeBall.
They were getting.
I feel like Nick Sirianni, because like I know the Giants didn't make the playoffs, but that Eagles that record was amazing.
It
like,
was
what he
amazing.
did
with that team.
For the Giants to make the playoffs from picking in the top 5, though, that's a big turnaround. I mean, either one, they could have split that, but either or, I wouldn't be mad with either or.
Yeah. Assistant coach of the year, D'Amico Ryans. Of course, I agree too. Comeback player of the year, Geno Smith.
Yes, sir.
I told you that already.
Still went to Chris McCaffrey, but
the great.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Okay.
No.
Don't put the gray in front of Geno. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that.
He said y'all wrote him off. He just didn't write back.
He ain't right back. Come on now.
I ain't write him in the first place, so you don't gotta worry about me. All right. Offensive rookie of the year, Garrett Wilson.
I do not agree with that. I agree with that, man.
Olave, Kenneth Walker. I know he got hurt, but Kenneth Walker, I would have gave it to Kenneth Walker. That dude was a beast.
No, I mean, if they're gonna give it to a wideout, you give it to Olave. He's more productive.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this probably the craziest part about it. They probably gave it to him because of worse quarterback play. Then Olave, which is crazy.
Y'all seen that picture I put up in the chat? Other guy, look, $3 bet that could have been $1 million, and the offensive player of the year, he was robbed. Oh my goodness,
dude! I would have tore my house up, man. I would have been like, bro, I'm calling in. I can't go to work.
I've been sick. Sick. Oh my god! Look, I was sick over that $4,000 for a few days.
I would too, man.
I couldn't imagine. I think it was like $999,000. He had all of them right except the offensive rookie.
How you do something like that? Did he put in the? Did he put in the parlay from the beginning of the season?
Yeah, it was a future prop bet.
Mm-hmm. Had to.
I don't start doing that, man. Like $3.
Remember now we got Super Bowl props this weekend.
I've been looking at some. I've been going to mybookie.com and they allow us to do that, but I don't know what to do it on. Like I've been looking. I just don't. It's a lot.
I'm do mine on Bovada.
Okay, it's a lot, man. I was looking at the different parlays and you can miss and match, but I
ain't gonna do the ones with the Gatorade color and all that. I'm only focusing on the game.
Okay,
we can't have that stuff down here with these casinos.
That's why
you can go to the casino. I'm
saying with the apps y'all be on though.
They're allowed.
Since y'all on the coast, y'all could play MGM. Yeah, you can get on MGM and do it since y'all so close to Biloxi.
I can't. I don't think I can I?
Yeah, since you have to be close. Like you have to be like a certain proximity from Biloxi. Like I downloaded the MGM app like last year sometime. Like I would have had to drive like in the vicinity of Tunica and Biloxi to place a bet.
So I'm gonna try MGM because I was gonna do like some prop bets already made up because I'm kind of confused, man. It's just like I don't know. I was trying to do something tonight, but I don't sleep on it and look back at it tomorrow, and go ahead and place my bet. I did a couple of them.
529 Sunday.
I did a couple of them on Underdog Fantasy. I did a couple of those, bets.
Fantasy you get Jalen Hurts the free one.
Yeah, I got that one. I picked that one. So, but I'm probably just do a big ticket on the Super Bowl through MGM or mybookie.com, something like that. So, all right, defensive rookie of the year, Sauce Gardner.
Yeah, that's probably a gimme. He's all pro.
Everybody talking about Woodley. I think that's his name from Seattle.
You know what? Let's give some close recognition to Aiden Hutchinson from Detroit.
That's right. He had 2 interceptions as a D lineman, and he had a pick 6.
He had a good bit of sacks. He had a great first year, so. But
That's right.
Sauce, he's all pro. You can't, they can't top that.
Yeah.
All pro your first year.
Yeah, I mean, what can you do, right?
Yeah, can you do?
You had to vote for it. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year, went to Dak Prescott.
You gave it to my sympathy.
Man, come on, man.
Of course, congratulations.
He always carry himself on and off the field as you should, and that's a leader.
But why this guy be here? He get the Walter Payton Man of the Year. Because somebody gonna take a shot at him. Like, man, you won that? Yeah, get out of here.
Man, I seen some tweet, man. It was funny. Michael Parsons said something about the Eagles, and the Eagles NBC sports outlet clapped back at him and said, "Wow, I can't believe y'all can't make it out the first round." It was so funny. I was like, "Dang!" I'm like, "Why Michael Parsons? Like still beefing with people and tweeting?"
He a weird dude.
Yeah, I had seen y'all tweet. It was funny though. I'm like, "Dang, Micah!" I'm like, you can't win, bro. I think because Jalen didn't get no votes, or he only got one vote, and he was like, "I can't believe Jalen." Blah blah blah. He took a shot at Jalen, I believe. I think that's what it was.
Yeah. Oh well, it's gonna be perceived as a shot because of what he said prior. A couple weeks ago.
That's right.
The team. So any little thing he say is he gonna get John down by the Philly fans
all day long. All right, so let's go to NFL news and notes. Pull this right up. Rumors are Tony Pollard expected to get franchise tag. Is that something y'all expected?
Yeah, unless they figure out something. Man, that's not gonna give him a long-term deal. I don't understand why they degrade running backs. If you're gonna pay these running backs, give them 3-year deals, fully guaranteed deals, and be done with it.
Yeah, that's it. Just take care of them, man, and you won't have to worry about it. Michael Irvin is pulled off the NFL Network Super Bowl coverage after a woman's complaint, and he just came back and said that he is filing a $100 million lawsuit against the woman who accused him of misconduct.
$100 million?
Yes, he trying to bury her. He said, and Irvin attorney says he is the latest victim of cancel culture, where all it takes is an accusation to ruin a person's life.
Yeah, easy target too.
Man, if you willing to spend some money to make somebody's life a living hell, he might didn't do it.
That's a lot of money.
Goodness. I mean, and you know what? He's petty because he knows she don't have it.
Very petty.
He's like, "Oh, you want to report me?
Well, I'll take her through the ringer."
I'll be pissed too if somebody got me kicked off of Super Bowl coverage. Like,
because he said, "Hey," or "How you doing?"
I don't know. They didn't say what happened, but it was an accusation.
I'm not about to get into cancel culture.
Tyler supplied flowers. Tyler supplied. We still on air.
Because of you and Gatwood. Oh, wow, dude.
You don't defend the what Dave Chappelle say. Don't defend the alphabet community.
No, do it. Don't do it. They gonna come for you. They gonna eventually turn on you. All right. Here we go. Brett Favre is suing Pat McAfee and Shannon Sharp for defamation of character over allegations of Favre involvement in $77 million welfare fraud scheme.
I'm so sick of him, bro.
Like, why? Like, it's true. Like, the report that it's not accusation. It's not.
What would T.I. say back in the day? The nerve and the audacity.
Audacity.
Like,
nerve and the audacity.
I know. What do you mean?
Nerve and audacity. Such perpetual individuals.
I know, man.
Thank you, T.
That's it. And people wonder why I never liked Brett Favre. I never liked Brett Favre.
Brett, if you weren't guilty, why did you pay back the money? Well, some of it.
Exactly. He felt bad. He like, man, my conscience, He said he never knew where the money came from. He said he didn't know. So look, it's one of those instances where you just don't ask questions when somebody give you like $7 million. You like, you don't ask where it came from, you just take it.
Oh, he knew where it came from.
That man got no. Y'all been around Brett Favre before,
man? I haven't been around him. But what's so funny is even they had him on audio in text message asking, "You sure people won't find out?"
they had the receipts, bro. They had the screens.
You sure people won't find out what happened? Like, bro, like if I were Pat McAfee, I'm bringing them text messages with me. That all that. I'm like, bro, you said it right here. You sure won't let people won't know where it came from?
Show that Brett Favre.
Come on now. And Brett Favre's not in deep trouble because it's politicians, like people that's way above him that did this. So that's why his name is just a little asterisk on it, because it's politicians. Oh, I was just low. Because it's politicians that involved in this. So that's like really the real reason why he just
a wild dude.
I promise, man. Brett Favre, bro. Something about Brett Favre. I promise. But you used to claim him, right?
Huh?
What? I thought you used to claim him.
Claim him how?
Yeah, like, oh, that's my boy.
Nah.
Brett Favre.
I ain't never.
I thought you were like, man, yeah, man, that's my favorite quarterback. I must got somebody else messed up there.
You got the wrong guy, man.
I got the wrong guy. Okay. All right, let me see. Make sure that. Oh yeah, we got one more report. The Commanders are not guaranteed to pick up Chase Young's fifth-year option. Young only played 3 games this season after tearing his ACL in 2021 season. What do you think? You think they should just let him walk?
Yeah, how many games has he played overall? I don't remember seeing him on the field much. That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
he's injury prone, man. He stay hurt like all the freaking time. And to be like, he's a dynamic player, but I would probably pick up that option and like, hey, if you don't finish this season or you don't stay healthy, I'm not gonna give you that big contract that you're probably looking for. Cause why would I pay an injured player that don't hardly ever see the field? It's just same with Davenport. Are we not having an issue with Marcus Davenport right now?
Same issue.
Same issue. He's a dynamic player, but if you're not healthy,
we can't do nothing with you.
You can't. We
definitely
can't
not gonna pay you.
We have to be crazy to pay you. If you can't even complete a whole season. I think they said Davenport, the most games he ever played in the season was like 13 or 14 or something like that. So he haven't finished the whole season. Tell me about it. And he probably on a play count anyway.
You're right.
So that's what I'm looking at. Flowers. They talk about the Commanders may not be picking up Chase Young 5th-year option. What you think about that?
Wow. You know what? That's where it comes from technical difficulties.
Chase Young, like, I understand how they feel though. The dude, he's so hurt.
What? Is it his third? What's his 4th year already? Can't be.
He missed
his 3rd year.
You know, missed it too. It seemed like.
Shoot.
We
don't hardly see him. That's why we don't hardly see him.
Yeah, he missed the whole year. Yeah.
When did he come out? He was after Bosa.
He came out like 4 years ago. 3-4 years.
I said, has it been that long?
Was he before or after the Bosa?
I think he was before Bosa.
That's crazy. If
he might have been with Bosa.
No. He was after. No, he was after Bosa.
Okay.
Yeah, he was after Bosa. That's right.
So
no. Bosa might have been after him.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. Bosa
was after him. That's right.
That's crazy.
Well, I mean, he's been hurt, so I mean, they don't want to commit to the 5th year. I get it, but
What would have hurt though if you do commit to a 5th year? I mean, if you
nothing, just
I don't know how
pay
much
him.
money it'll be.
It won't be. It's not like they paying him $30 million a year. I mean, that 5th
Yeah.
year is probably like $12-13 million a year. I mean, for the year.
He was drafted in 2020.
That's crazy. It hasn't been that
2020.
long. So this is his 3rd year.
So it was 4th year. Cause it's gonna be in the next
This up
season.
and coming season.
Yeah. So they'll say a
Well,
4th year option.
And that's so they're already declining that man's option this early.
That's what I'm saying. I would just sign him back and let him know, like, hey, if you don't finish this whole season, then I'm not gonna pay you.
It's a 4 year. It's 4 years
Yeah.
plus the team option. So I'm saying he hadn't even played his full 4 years.
And they already thinking about not picking that thing up.
I mean, maybe it's something internally. Maybe they feel like they can't commit to him. But that is shocking because Chase Young, when healthy, he's
like Myles Garrett.
Yeah,
he's gonna be very disruptive.
And he was still learning too. He was just a baby. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's kind of wild that they even thinking about that. Like, I don't think what would hurt to just bring him back. All right, I think that's all NFL. Oh, nope. David Carr visit the Saints 2 days in a row.
Derek Carr, y'all let him leave the building, huh?
Yeah, I guess we can't really do anything till
either y'all gonna trade for him or wait till you
yes. Are we gonna see? Cause I think if they don't trade him by February 15th, I think they have to pay him 40 million or something like that.
They're gonna cut him, so they won't have to pay him.
So the Saints are probably but the Raiders also said the Saints, no other team could talk to Derek Carr unless they had a trade package set up. So I'm wondering, like, did the Saints like, hey, we show you this trade package. We interested in trading for him. Can we talk to Derek Carr? But on the other hand, like, why would the Saints would even do that? Because if they're gonna release him by February 15th, like, why not just do it like that?
Wait, right?
Yeah, just wait.
Maybe it was just to get them in the door.
They lied to the Raiders. Like, yeah, we'll see you this.
Because the Raiders had to grant the permission for him.
Yeah, they had granted permission. Maybe, like you said, maybe they lied. Like, yeah, man. Like, yeah, look at this trade package. Let's talk to Derek Carr. Yeah, you see that? Yeah, we trade you that. We can talk more about it. Just let us talk to Derek Carr real quick. And that's what I would do. Like, yeah. But I heard that the Raiders not even asking for a first rounder. They're asking for like a 3rd rounder.
Oh, yeah, he gone then. Yeah, the Saints can give up a 3rd rounder for that.
Yeah,
most definitely. Derek Carr would make y'all, man. Derek Carr would make
playoff team. Yeah, playoff team. Yeah, we almost made the playoffs with Andy Dalton in that weak division. Then I'm pretty sure we can make the playoffs with Derek Carr with no Brady. We don't even know who the Panthers quarterback is. I sold that at Sam Howell.
No, that's
not Sam Howell, but Matt Rule. Not Matt Rule, that's the coach. Matt.
What's the kid name? Corral.
Start with a C. Yeah,
Matt Corral.
Matt Corral. Yeah. So it's dang sure not Matt Corral and Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold might be a free agent.
Yeah, I think Darnold's a free agent. Frank is gonna want a more traditional quarterback, so I doubt it's.
It might be a veteran. It might be a veteran coming into Carolina, or they might draft one. We don't know.
Corral's nice though, man.
We don't know what he.
I just don't know if he fits Frank. That's my question. And
then what? Tampa. Well, Tampa. Who's that quarterback? Is it Kevin? Is it Trask? Is it?
For now.
You know what I'm saying? Is it Trask or who? We don't know who that quarterback is. And now we're looking at the Falcons. It's Ritter, Desmond Ritter. I mean, he didn't look too good.
A lot of questions. He
a step above Trey Lance, but they identical to me.
Raw, yeah.
Raw, just straight raw. And I don't know if he's of course he's gonna start, but I feel like he needs to sit instead of starting games. Because sometimes when you play these guys, it ruins them. You know. But hey.
Welcome
why
to
they
New
brought him
Orleans,
in.
man.
So the division wide open. So Derek Carr, that's a yay
Welcome.
for you, Tyler. That's a yay
Yes,
or
sir.
nay?
I'll take it.
Yay. I'll take it too. Might as well. Then we get a young quarterback for the future. That's what I'll do. Bring in Derek Carr. Get a young guy to sit behind Derek Carr. I don't know who the young guy would be. Maybe Zach Wilson. I don't know.
They had us taking Hendon Hooker in the second round if he dropped it.
Yeah, I'll do Hendon Hooker. Yeah, that'd be perfect. He'd sit behind Derek Carr. What? Hendon Hooker is 25, 26? 25?
Yeah, something like that.
Dang, he's 25?
Look, I didn't know he was that old either until somebody told me.
He's coming off an injury, too.
We only got a couple of good years with him.
That boy got some extra seasoning on him.
What was another quarterback that came out old, though?
Brandon Wheaton.
Yeah, that dude was bald-headed when he came out of college. That man was a dad.
You know, I got one for you. I listened to the Jazzy interview earlier when I was drafting.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how old Saquon Barkley is?
28.
No.
If he
23.
over 26,
24.
Bro.
He's 26.
I should have known he was 26.
Young.
Yeah.
But he got knees over 30-year-old.
Don't we all?
Hey, I'm 34.
You earned some 34-year-old knees.
Yeah. When I got
my knees aging twice as fast.
Man, what? Hey, that's right. Hey, Flowers, during the church lead, man, after the game, T. Wright had them shoes off. He rubbed them knees.
He's some ice on them jokers. He's with them
soon
copper tones.
What? As soon as the clock hit the zeros, yeah, I'm off with the shoes, bro.
Hey, if we had bag of ice, he'd be looking like Kobe over there on that bench.
Tape him up.
Man.
Tape him up, man. But Dustin said he'll be on in a couple minutes. But we can't wait that long. We're gonna go ahead and move into fast break.
Spicy.
Woo, spicy
week.
Let's go. Man, it went down this week.
It went down as an intro.
Woo, KD, man, to the Suns. It hit, man. I think it was like 12 o'clock.
12 o'clock.
11. It was 12 o'clock, man. I was just about to go to sleep. And I looked at my phone, I just browsed, and I saw that. I'm like, bro, what in the world?
Bro, I had to sit up in the bed when I read that, bro. I had to sit up in the bed. I said, no way.
Like, no way, man. There was less than not even 24 hours before they traded Kyrie, right?
There was a fire sale that Kyrie was gone. It was about 2-3 days.
It was 2-3 days.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like 2-3 days.
I bet he didn't put that request in 2 or 3.
Hey, the request been in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Kyrie just beat him to the punch. That's all it is.
I feel like both of them. I don't want to sound crazy or anything, but if you think back to the summer when all that crazy stuff was going on in Brooklyn with KD and Kyrie wanting to get out of there, were we too naive enough to think that wasn't gonna come back?
Right.
I think we were. I didn't see. I thought, like, man, surely they'll work it out.
Right.
Yeah, like
Josiah, I ain't trading them. You know, I ain't trading Durant. You know, Kyrie, because Kyrie been asked for money. You know, since this past summer. So, man, for them to get off to a great start and then, Kyrie say, "Well, you don't want to pay me. I'm about to blow it up."
I think what happened was, I think the final straw for this team, the final I want to call it antic, but the final straw was when Kyrie was missing those games because he didn't want to get the shot. I think that was a nail in the coffin right there. I think that was the final straw. Like, they ain't want nothing. Like, there's nothing could be smoothed over with that relationship with the city of New York, with the governor and the mayor or whoever that was. It was just
The
like
city
they
was
felt
wrong.
like, yes, there's like they didn't want to stand behind Kyrie, and Kyrie he's pig-headed, so he was already saying in his mind that no, y'all not gonna force me. He's a rebel. That's what Kyrie is, and when a rebel is not bad, it just means you have a cause and you believe strongly in that cause.
That's Martin Luther Irving.
Yeah. So Martin Luther Irving. Hey,
Damn.
T-shirt. T-Right always comes with fire, man. He always
That's a T-shirt. You want to be real?
That's a straight T-shirt. Boy, I need to get on there. Let me write that down, man.
Martin Luther Irving. Yeah, that's a T-shirt with him pointing.
Yeah. So it was just the final straw at that very moment. So what y'all thinking? Y'all think that was it, or y'all think the whole the Jews and all that was the breaking point?
I think both of those instances were uncanny. I guess that's the right word I want to say. I don't, especially the anti-Semitic stuff.
Yeah,
You know, I feel like the media was trying to set him up as far as trying to make him look bad and make him look a certain way. So, because I hear stuff now. I think Stephen A. Smith interviewed what's
Author?
the word I want to say? I think he interviewed an author, but he interviewed like the anti-Semitic group.
Okay.
He interviewed
Like a
that kind of,
spokesman.
yeah. And they said that they ain't
Why
even
would
go
he
after
do that?
Kyrie. So where did it come from? If somebody can denounce and say, I was watching this and he watched it because it was up. I ain't seen anybody jumping on with Amazon. They once had it up. Now you'll jump on Kyrie,
Yeah,
for posting it, but you won't jump on Amazon for still promoting and selling it. But that's another
right.
story. But it's too many things with Kyrie. But I wouldn't count those two as the main two.
Yeah, I wouldn't count it. And with the whole KD situation, I think KD, after what he saw with transpiring with Ivory, with the shot and the comments, I think he knew the writing was on the wall. Like that was his boy. Like he was behind him 100%, but it was only so much he can do to support him. And so after that, I think KD was putting his plan into motion.
I think KD just seen the team
out.
wasn't gonna be good no more, and he wanted to go.
Yep, that's what I think too.
Yeah, KD came out first, wanted to trade back in the offseason. Am I right?
KD wanted to trade because they didn't want to pay Kyrie. I think everything is tied to Kyrie. Kevin Durant too. They don't want to do my boy right. Well, fine. I'm quite sure they had a conversation. Now they can sit up here and make it in the media. Oh, KD was shocked. KD wasn't shocked. He knew this was going to happen.
He knew. Yeah.
He knew.
When we saw James Harden get out of there, we already knew that was it. It was just a matter of time for the thing just crumbled. Like it was just a matter of time.
Mm-hmm.
And when they brought Ben Simmons too, I was just like, no.
Now look, Ben Simmons got his own team.
Yeah,
that's what Ben Simmons wanted all this time. He wanted his own team.
He said, "Whoo!" He felt like the world just lifted off of him. Like, I really don't have to shoot. I can just steal money and just do what I need.
Ben probably, y'all know that last episode of Fresh Prince, huh? That's probably Ben right now.
But Ben, I bet Ben a little bit more happy though. I think Ben about like jumping from joy. They didn't got to deal with Kyrie and KD. So Dustin, what did you think about? Let's go back to the Suns trade. What did you think about KD going to the Suns?
It's got its pros and cons. If KD can stay healthy, it's a good trade. But like I think Chris Broussard was saying, it's like, man, he turned into AD every 2 weeks or so. He getting hurt, and that man, I wouldn't have. What's his name? Cam. What's his last name? Cam.
Johnson?
Johnson.
Yeah. No, that's his name. Cam. I forgot. Thomas.
Cam Thomas. I wouldn't trade away him. I think that was a mistake.
Oh, you talking about the Suns? Yeah, Cam.
Yeah, I wouldn't include him.
That's the only way they was gonna get him.
Well, I mean, that was the only way though. That was the only way.
Man, I think that was a mistake on the Suns because he's a bright young talent, very bright young talent.
I think
Two-way player. I think that was a mistake on their part. Because I mean,
maybe.
I don't know if KD can't stay healthy, if KD decides not to stay with them, and then Chris Paul. I mean,
they got older, a lot older.
That's the key. That's the key right there, Chris Paul.
Yeah.
KD's gonna be back. And I wouldn't say KD is falling into the trap of Anthony Davis because at least KD's injuries are, contact. Somebody's running into him. It's just not any crazy random things going on with KD.
Oh, you heard T right?
Yeah.
Chris Paul got to stay healthy because they need Booker, Durant, and company need somebody that's going to facilitate.
So let's go to what Barkley said. He said it doesn't matter if you have a big three if you don't have no bench, especially in the playoffs. That's why Dustin. That's why you saying they shouldn't trade away Cam because now their bench is decimated. I mean,
they don't have a bench. They trade away all the young talent. All they got left is D Book.
We got to look at the buyout. We're gonna get bought out now because they probably gonna try to make their way to Phoenix.
Reggie Jackson talking about he might try. He's trying to get to Phoenix.
They might, yeah. A lot of teams, yeah. They. I know John Wall getting bought out.
Yeah, John Wall, yeah.
Poor John Wall.
How you get sent back to the Rockets? Like the Rockets dirty. Like
ain't gonna lie, John. Ain't gonna lie, John.
They traded for John Wall. Then like, we don't want you. We just mess with you.
I mean, it was messed up how they did them the first time though, and then
it was.
Then they did them wrong the second time. They got this man out his comfort zone, out his house. Then say,
man, it was because John Wall went on their podcast talking.
Oh, you want to talk about us? We're gonna bring you right back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might be Chinatown for John Wall, man.
Man, I feel like something like the Suns can use him. Come off the bench, he gonna give you a nice little points. Come off the bench. So I think that the Suns probably can revamp their bench with
they need at least two players.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I want to ask Tyler: are the Suns the favorite now in the West?
In the West, let me see. I gotta put them healthy Suns. Yeah, I gotta put them there. The Clippers got nice too, though. But yeah, I gotta go.
Okay.
I gotta go Suns.
You gotta go Suns. Okay. What about you, Flowers?
Yeah, healthy. Unfortunately, yeah, you gotta put them at the top, man. I'm quite sure they'll get a piece or two on the bench, but you can't deny Booker, Paul, Durant, and Ayton. That's tough.
That's tough. What about you, Dustin?
Yeah, I mean, really, the only team I could even think about them competing with in the West right now is Denver.
Yeah,
Denver. That's about it.
Yeah, Denver.
That's about it.
So you're not putting the Lakers? They said Lakers are back. They said Lakers are back.
Man, where? Back to losing.
I put it like this. Golden State is currently 9th in the West. It still has a better roster than the Los Angeles Lakers. Like they
agree.
We're gonna get to Lakers. So the Suns.
I don't even think that LeBron didn't even play after he broke the record.
No, he sat out against Milwaukee.
I think he did. Long with management.
Yeah, he said he accomplished his goal for the season.
This is what we came here to do.
and he actually had fans. That was so crazy about it.
That's why AD was so mad.
Do y'all want to go ahead and dive into the Lakers?
Go ahead. Might as well.
Since they dominated headlines. Okay, so let's go back to the record. LeBron breaks the record. Were y'all excited? We'll go T right. He's a LeBron fan. How did you feel about that moment in time?
I had such mixed emotions because I was watching the game. And I'll first say congrats to him because it's such a legendary thing to do. Like you leading the league, all-time scoring, like that's amazing. On the other hand, they stopped the whole game. It's 10 seconds left in the quarter. They stopped the whole game, and he knew it. Like once he hit the shot, he didn't look to get back on defense. Like he just went down there and put his hands up, and they did a ceremony. Right? It was just like it's a lot. It was, and they lost the game.
Exactly. So, Flower, what did you think about the moment?
I appreciate the moment. Look, I've been watching LeBron for 20 years now. I had my highs and lows with him. A little more higher when he first started, but it was a great moment to catch. Like I said, even though they were losing, me just watching it, watching LeBron heat up and do what he did was pretty nice. But just overall, just the team in itself, it's bad. You can't let them youngsters. You can't leave. I mean, Oklahoma City, 2 or 3 years from here, they're gonna be pretty darn good. Shea Gilders, Alexander, Giddey, those boys, they're pretty good. They're young. It's just for you to have the caliber players of AD and LeBron, and to have those youngsters run you up and down the court like that on a night like that, that's very disappointing. I don't blame you, AD. Don't blame you at all.
Dustin, what about you?
I mean, it was a special moment. I mean, that's a big record to break. It's a record we probably not gonna see broken for a very, very long time. I mean, because he probably gonna get to 40,000.
Might get to 40.
Yeah, he'll get to 40.
Yeah. So it's. I mean, so you appreciate the moment, but at the same time, would Mike be happy if he didn't win the game? Would Kobe be happy if he didn't win the game?
We see what Kobe did his last game.
It just, I don't know. It didn't sit right with me, man. It did. It just
I don't see how it can sit right with him. Like, and then he was more focused. Like, he went into that game playing to get the record, not to win the game, which they need every game they can get right now.
Yes,
that's what I'm saying.
And he went into the game wanting to get the record. Like, they showed him on the sidelines talking to his son, like, "Oh, I got 16 left. Should I do it?" Like, that's the only thing he was concerned with doing. It would have been better if he gotten it within the flow of the game.
It's distasteful, man.
For the record, because you could tell that was the only thing on his mind. Like, he wanted to win the game.
If LeBron played the game hard, we knew he was gonna break the record when he got to about 25. Let's be real here. LeBron could have put up 50. Could have put up 50 on them boys if he just would have stayed checked in. Because after he broke the record, he scored 2 points.
Yeah, he came out the game and all that.
Came out the game and all.
Yeah.
Just us. I don't think it was good.
Is it important?
I think he knows that the team is bad, though. I think that's which I'm
but
not.
do you quit though? But do you
no,
like?
You don't quit. But I think he just know that his team ain't good. That's why he acting like that.
But
that's not good.
That's not good leadership. That's not
right. I agree. That's not right.
Bron was done with the season when they didn't get Kyrie.
Yeah.
Bron was like, "I'm gonna break the record and I'm done playing. I'm done with the season." That happened as soon as he didn't get Kyrie.
And that's why AD reacted the way he do, because he knew. He knew from the get-go that it was never about this season. After the whole trade didn't go down with Kyrie, he kind of already knew the writing on the wall that they just playing for nothing at this point.
That's partly his fault.
How long? What?
How long has LeBron been in LA?
This is his 4th year.
4th year?
Kyrie ain't been in LA in 4 damn years. LeBron, what are you doing? So just because you didn't get Kyrie this one time, which I'm quite sure Kyrie won't resign with Dallas and end up an unrestricted free agent and end up in LA. But that's another story. You're the leader. Lead your team. I'm just seeing too much of LeBron, especially the past 3 years, throwing his teammates under the bus, asking for this trade, that trade. And you sit here saying all these, your team is bad, this and that. Hell, I see LeBron. LeBron been slacking on defense for the past 6-7 years. All right.
Exactly.
I can go on and on. I ain't trying to turn this into a bash LeBron thing, but you cannot sit up here and throw your teammates under the bus, go on TV. Oh, I'm disappointed we didn't get Kyrie. Okay, in order for you to get Kyrie, you have to send people on that team to another destination. How do you think they feel?
Yeah. And Westbrook, let's be honest, Westbrook playing with no care in the world. He was like the only one that's like he's trying to make a good situation out of a bad one. Like he was
The
just like,
scapegoat gone.
Westbrook playing for his career right now.
Yeah,
The
that's
scapegoat
what I'm saying.
gone now.
Playing for his career right now.
So yeah, that Westbrook, he's like, man, I'm just playing.
Mr. Blame It. He was Mr. Blame It.
Yeah.
You know,
And I mean, I'm kind of glad they got rid of West. I'm not a huge Westbrook fan, but I'm glad they got rid of him because they don't have him as a scapegoat now.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of that, let me just read this comment real quick. Somebody came out in the locker room on the Lakers team. This source told this reporter, he said, he talking about Westbrook. He said, you remove a vampire from the locker room. Came from one of the players.
put a name on it.
Yeah, like
I'll tell you who it was.
Say what you feel, bro. Like, I hate when people hide behind reports. Like, say how you feel.
That was Darvin Ham, I think.
I
put a name out there.
Yeah.
Westbrook got a bad rap in Westbrook got a bad rap in the league right now because they saying like he a toxic person in the locker room. Like,
yeah, I don't understand that as a player. Like, why come out and not put your name on it? Like, the dude's gone. If you didn't get along with him in the first place, well, I mean, speak how you feel.
Oh, I'm saying, put your name on it. Good man, put your name on it.
Hey, confront him about it. Like, you are the reason why. Like I tell you, you are the reason.
Okay, you say that. Go ahead, T. Say what you gonna say.
Russ be doing some wild stuff on the court. Then when the coach confront him about it, I'm like, Russ, what could you possibly be arguing back?
But
like, you messed up.
Terrible turnovers.
People his teammates let that go too far. When he was playing bad basketball, they should have checked him right then and there. But he's too much of a diva.
And this is
their fault. It's the teammate's fault for not checking him. This is what I want to
talk about
here. This is my problem though. They had this is the only problem I had with them in regard for Westbrook. They had all these problems with Westbrook, but they like, oh, we just want Russ to be Russ. But you don't want Russ to be Russ.
You don't.
you don't.
Confusing the man. Confusing him.
Like, what you want from me?
Russ has been enabled his whole career to do what Russ does. He's been enabled. Yes. That's it. That was the role that Billy Donovan, who was there before Donovan?
It was
it Scott Skiles?
Was it Skiles?
Yeah, I think it was Scott. Yeah.
No, it wasn't Skiles. What's that man? I can't. It'll come to me. But just Donovan Company enabling him in Oklahoma City and became what he became. And maybe Westbrook needs to be blamed because he didn't take the time out to work on what he needed to work on as far as shooting. Mm-hmm. And, he's dependent on his athleticism for so long. And, that's fine. But like I said, once you get to about 32, 33 and it start leaving, can you shoot? I remember when Westbrook come down the court, pull up on a fast break 15-foot jumper was money, And when he shot 80% from the free throw line, and it just deteriorated from year to year to year. I just don't know what happened. We can't say it don't work.
I think he'll focus on more the wrong thing. He'll focus on more of explosive type workouts. His shooting, I didn't really see too much shooting. His shooting regimen. All I saw was like him getting to the basket type drills. So I think that's where he messed up at. He was focusing on more on one thing. When you gotta, what make you a good player, you have an all-around game. Especially if you're a star, you gotta have a all-around game. And like I said, all of us play sports on here. We always held teammates to account. We didn't care who you were.
Well, you say
that's a winning. That's a winning culture.
Who's the leader in that locker room?
Yeah.
Who's the leader in that locker room?
Supposed to be LeBron. LeBron probably be checking these boys at the door, but apparently he don't care. He just for the record.
LeBron passive aggressive.
I don't understand how can you be a passive aggressive leader though. If you're the best on the team, I don't that don't register in my mind that you're the best player on the team, you're the leader. How can you not say something?
Because he's not fully committed. That's why.
I agree.
Facts. You know,
And
He's
that's
not
why
fully
AD
committed.
and we made jokes about AD being injured and how his game is, but when he's healthy, he's gonna play. He gonna
when is he healthy?
do. That's the problem though. But
Yeah.
I feel like
That's
AD
why.
was if AD was healthy, I feel like he'll be more vocal of the leader in the locker room than
No.
LeBron. But he
And
can't
we don't
really say
even
nothing
talk
if he
about
missing
that narrative.
games.
Because AD kind of got his ups and downs too. Like,
Yeah, he kind of
AD's not that guy.
They don't always have like his motor ain't always like. Sometimes he'll go out there and give you 30 and be involved.
Yeah.
And then next game he'll like it's like he bipolar or something.
AD ain't that guy. I remember all them years he was in New Orleans. We used to get tickets and go. My uncle knew a guy that used to be in the locker room a lot. He said that when you remember when Boogie played for New Orleans, he said that Boogie would have to give him pep talks almost every other game. Like you're that guy. You this and that.
I can't deal with that.
So AD ain't that.
I think that's why it's important to have veterans.
Right.
I think that's why it's important to have veterans.
Wait a minute now. See, T, you said something, and now it's correlating with me. Okay, now you sit here telling me Boogie was, trying to, pep him up. Now he gets to LA, and he's been labeled the next coming of when LeBron retires. This is who the keys are gonna be handed to. It goes from that until street clothes, right? So now if you sit here telling me Boogie is encouraging him, and he gets to LA, and the media, everybody else is trashing him, where can he thrive?
Yeah, it's not a good culture. That's not a problem.
He was the leader over
It's not a good culture because of the vibes, man. It's more of a me in that locker room.
When has LeBron been committed ever since he got to LA? I don't mean to cut you off. And I know they won the bubble
pretty much
championship.
that first year, just that first year with that bubble
when AD
year.
was healthy.
That bubble year, that was pretty much it.
It's been half and half. Well, I mean, the bubble year because they were stuck in the bubble.
Yeah, you can't go nowhere.
Prior to being outside the bubble, let's not act like LeBron has ventures in LA. He's doing movies. He's doing this. He's doing that. LA is doing more for Bron than Bron is doing for LA at the end of the day. I don't care if they won a championship or not. LA is benefiting Bron more than Bron is benefiting LA.
He's using LA. He's using LA. There's no 50-50 or something like that. It's like 90-10.
Yeah.
He's just using them for his own game. That's why I couldn't. And y'all were like, why you not a Laker? Why you not root for? I just can't. I see how he is. And I can't deal with that. I can't deal with that.
That's why the LA fans don't really view him as a true Laker. It's not like, even though he is a star player, he's their star player right now. That's not his town.
It's not. And they had a picture of him with Kareem, Kobe, and all top Lakers. I'm like, bro, nobody don't really view him like that.
Kareem face, man. Kareem face birthday record, man. Kareem
man. That man was past his bedtime.
He was pissed. Like, come on, he was pissed because he's not a true Laker.
Man,
they don't accept him.
That's not a Laker stat, man. That's a league.
But I'm saying though, they cheer for each other. Shaq, Kobe, like
he been heading on.
They don't view.
I was saying that Kareem did head on Bron.
I'm glad to see him now.
They don't view LeBron. Even Jair knows, like, even Shaq sometimes discredit LeBron. He played with LeBron. And now he's saying, well, Shaq, he flip flops a lot. Now you say, well, he gotta be greatest of all time if he do the scoring record, but he flip flops all the time.
Shaq was just talking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Even Shaq, he came out and said some stuff about LeBron. So, and like, again, it leaves a bad taste in the Lakers organization how they viewing LeBron, especially using Kobe as a prop. In my opinion, they're using Kobe as a prop at this point.
To be fair, though, the organization ain't been no better. Magic got up there and quit.
Well, we already know why. Well, Magic came out saying why he quit.
But you can't defend that, bro. The way he quit, you can't defend that.
He just didn't quit your job
like I mean, he said he got tired. Look how LeBron came in.
Would you quit your job like that?
No, he got tired. Palinka trying to backdoor him. That's what he got tired.
No 2 weeks notice.
Exactly. Nothing. So if Magic trying to make moves, and you have Pelinka and LeBron telling you like, nah,
What?
you know, we
What
gonna
does LeBron have to do with him quitting?
LeBron
I
runs.
think it's more Pelinka. I mean, I don't think
It was
LeBron. I
Pelinka.
mean, LeBron doesn't come to LA if Magic doesn't go sit with him.
That's
So
true.
we can't say it's LeBron. I mean, we can't say it's LeBron.
I
That
think
got
what
Magic
they
out of
did
there.
though, when Magic was trying to pull that trade, I can't remember what trade it was.
You
But
trying to pull a couple. You trying to?
he was trying, but
get
LeBron didn't. He couldn't get. I can't remember the exact story. He came out and
Magic.
told the
I
story.
know.
He
Magic
came out.
was trying to get Kawhi.
Yeah.
Kawhi didn't. I forgot the exact reason, but Kawhi decided not to come for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
He said he had. Yeah, that's what it was. He had Kawhi. He had Kawhi. He was basically gonna get Kawhi, and something happened, and it just basically just fell apart.
Yeah.
So I think he was upset with all that, and he was like, "Bump it! I can't thrive in this organization, in this environment."
Magic was on All the Smoke not too long ago. I'm trying to remember what he said about that situation. I think he said something to like Ben said, he had Kawhi, but something with Lakers management got tied up and they could end up not getting him.
Like you be pissed. Like I ain't gonna quit like that, but I can't. If I don't feel like I'm valued or I feel like the organization not going the right way, and like how can you thrive, man? How can you come to work every day knowing that they holding you back, that you basically was about to put together another winning roster, and the organization basically screwed up everything?
That's fair, but that just goes to show the mess that the organization has been, especially since Jeannie Buss took over. It ain't been the Lakers organization that we all know.
Well, yeah, because she too busy.
Not the doubt.
Well, she finally got married. Well, she finally got married, but she been trying to live that Playboy lifestyle. What I just said. I mean, what? Let's be real. She's not worried about running that organization. Come on.
Living that what, bro?
She living that Playboy lifestyle.
She finally tied a knot with some dude.
Yeah, I was about to say something messy, but I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna say it anyway since I brought it up.
He was a Playboy.
When she rubbing on Dwayne Wade's shoulder?
Oh, that's what I'm saying. She too busy got her hands other things instead of organization.
It's show time.
Hey, that's what it is, man. That's what it is. Yeah, so let's go over some of the trade. Oh yeah, let me just throw this stat out there. I thought it was pretty interesting. They said Kyrie and KD and Harden only played 16 games together.
Yeah. When they're like 14-2 or something like that.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's shame. All right, so let's go with some trades. Of course, Kevin Durant, TJ Warren go to the Suns. Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson go to the Nets. I'm not gonna go into all the details of that.
No, it's all right.
Yeah, Mason Plumlee went to Clippers. Reggie Jackson went to the Hornets. So y'all saying Reggie Jackson, that was bad by the Clippers? They shouldn't have done that.
I think so.
Well, who's the point guard?
He was like their third best player.
They won't rest.
They won't rest.
Saying Russ might not buy Russ out. He might want to play here.
The only reason I can see the hell like Clippers getting rest is to piss Kawhi off because they gave Kawhi all this stuff, and like he not holding up his end of the bargain. He barely played. This man been rehabbing MCL for the last 3 years.
That man not hurt.
And I think they just Kawhi. You know what? We taking it out. Like we relinquishing your control. Like we doing what we want to do now.
So let me ask y'all.
Playoffs.
Do y'all think they should for him too?
Who?
Paul George. I think Paul George advocated for us coming there.
Let me ask y'all this question. Y'all think they should shorten the NBA season?
Why?
Because players are.
I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad.
If they do, I wouldn't be mad. 70 games.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good number, 70 games.
I like that.
Do y'all think that kind of if I was old school, you like, man, play the dang games?
No, I mean, I'm all about adaptation. I'm a big advocate of change and adapting. All right, but how can we sit up here and because we hear all this nonsense nowadays of how today's athlete is better, but they can't play 82 games.
Yeah.
And they traveling way better now these days.
Traveling way better, eating way better, sleeping way better.
Got better
And you can't play
medicine.
82 games. Better everything. So what's the problem? Like, you're making more money. Maybe that's the problem because you're making too much damn money.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
And I'm
That
not
could
trying to
be.
get in your
Yeah.
pockets or anything.
They can
But-
make you lazy now. They can make you kind of like,
Man,
I don't need to play.
I would think. If you want more money, you would want to showcase your skills to make more money. But what do I know?
They're making money regardless. It's the players. The players do whatever they want, man.
The CBA, I'm quite sure that CBA is coming up in a few years.
It's gonna be
gonna be
a
different.
mean one.
It gonna be some changes.
You think
It's
they're
gonna
gonna
be
lay
some
the smack
changes.
down? Y'all think they're
Ben
gonna lay the
Simmons
smack
and
down? Kyrie.
Kyrie, Kawhi, man, they done ruined it for y'all.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be some big changes.
I believe it. I think that's why the NFL was trying to get ahead of the players running the league because they saw how the NBA was going, and that's why the NFL is so tough on these players, man.
It ain't that. I think the NFL players are more concerned with just making more guaranteed money. I don't think they have a problem with the rules.
Yeah,
The NBA
they want
on the
more
other
money
hand,
up front.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the other part is in the NFL too. The injuries are more severe, so
Yeah,
I think
of
that's why the owners are like, if I give you all this guaranteed money, you're not here. You miss this whole season. Like, that's hurting me.
I think they can be worked out yearly, as far as percentage of time played, and this and that. But they are getting guaranteed money. They just want everything fully guaranteed.
Most of that money, like how they doing NFL contracts now, is backloaded. Like they just loaning it a lot on the back end, which is
they're gonna give you a good bit up front.
Yeah,
the first few years helps with the contract, and they backload it so they can reconstruct your deals.
Yeah, so
like Ezekiel Elliott, he's gonna reconstruct his deal because if he don't,
you'll be bye and you'll get less of money. That's all there to it. They ain't gonna pay you.
Dak, I guarantee you, Dak. I'm sorry, we're going back to NFL, ladies and gentlemen, world, but just a good example. Like Dak, his backloaded, right? There, he's gonna have to reconstruct his deal after this up and coming season. But let's go back to basketball.
That's right. So yeah, it's amazing how all these numbers play in factor of how much athletes make. Cause now I wish I went to school to learn how to be a GM or something like that, accountant or something. So I can't help out. It's interesting how they move money around to get these players in particular teams. But Eric Gordon was traded to the Clippers. Of course, John Wall and Dan Green with the Rockets. Wasn't Dan Green on the Rockets before?
He was on
Dan Green never played.
He was on the Grizzlies.
He played for the Spurs,
the Sixers, the Cavs.
Did he play for Raptors?
Yeah,
he played for the Raptors.
Yeah.
Okay. It just seemed like he just played for every NBA team. That's all. It just seemed like he just been there before.
Journeyman.
Yeah.
So
after the Spurs,
Eric Gordon
Eric Gordon used to. I think he was drafted to the Clippers when he first came to the league. He was at the Clippers. I mean, that's actually a good pickup for the Clippers, Eric Gordon.
I know he was still playing.
Right.
He come off the bench, I believe.
Well, they probably get him like John Wall, and because they letting them young dudes run the show over there.
Yeah.
Oh, they said they wilding in Houston.
I bet.
Let Gatwood speak on his team. James Wiseman was sent to the Pistons. Gary Payton was sent to Warriors. Why do the Warriors need another guard though?
Gary Payton, that deal is currently frozen right now because Gary Payton didn't pass his physical.
Ooh. Might get rescinded.
No.
We'll see.
He's supposed to be out 3 months, so
My goodness, that's
Yeah,
the
that
rest of
trade
the
may
season.
not go through. I don't know.
Ooh.
What's wrong?
I don't know.
Man,
I was trying to look into it. But yeah,
I read a little bit on it.
supposedly he's supposed to be
GP
out 3 months. So
GP the second said that Billups and them was forcing him to play injured.
Wow.
Now Billups came out and said that wasn't the case. I don't know how true it is.
Forcing you. Is it something in your contract? Because how does somebody force you to play injured? Like,
right?
You're
like
not
trying to throw
forcing me.
salt.
He embarrassed or failing his physical.
That's a little dang lie. Cause I never heard an athlete being forced to play injured. You know,
especially
that man. NBA,
Shout out to Billups, man. Don't do that, China. Don't do that, China.
Like I can see
Come on
NFL
now.
players being forced to play injured because it's always the next man up. But NBA, come on now.
They take too many days off.
They take too many days off to be
they take
forced
too
to play
many
injured.
days off, and then like if you came out like while he was on the Blazers, like if he came out and said that it'd be so much backlash towards that.
Exactly.
Adam Silver would have got involved.
But CBA would have stepped in at that
Well,
moment.
that's why they got a player union. But at the same time, though, Dustin, you do bring a point. Okay, if they was doing that to you, why you didn't go to the players union?
Right.
Yep. Exactly. People just be lying for no reason. Like how you feel physical. All right. Thomas Bryant went to Nuggets. Mo Bamba went to the Lakers, and David Reed.
I didn't understand why they traded Thomas. I thought Thomas Bryant was doing a pretty good job for the Lakers.
He wanted out.
It was a bright spot on the Lakers.
He wanted out.
He went to the better
That's what I'm
team.
saying. It's something in that locker room, man. It's
Well,
something in that locker
something in
room.
that locker room now between Scottie Pippen Jr.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, Tyler, you talking about on site?
Malik Beasley. Oh man, they probably sent Scottie Pippen Jr. to Santa Clara. What they D-League team at?
Oh my
Hey, Brian
word,
better get that young man some advice.
bro. Like, yeah, LeBron knows. LeBron like, hey man, I've been in this situation before.
It's
Listen to
so
me,
man. Scottie Pippen Jr. ain't got that
I
kind
know.
of. He ain't got that kind of power LeBron had.
Nah, he got to hold that.
Hey, like.
Bro, like real talk, I was Malik Beasley. The first thing I say when I came in that locker room, I'd be like, "Hey, son, what's up?"
Man,
Ain't no way. Like,
He probably be in prey on whooping you like your mama used to do.
bro.
He probably talking crazy,
Bro, do y'all
think
think Pippen Jr. have a therapist, bro? Y'all think he have a traveling therapist?
I hope
God,
so.
it's no way. It's no way he's mentally sound. It's no way.
He may need one.
It's no way.
No, on the real.
Dude, you said, bro, you tying up your shoes and you said that Beasley sitting next to you, just like the first thought that come to your mind, like, dang, man, he with my mama. like that's every time you see the dude.
He probably,
dang, bro.
He probably
don't fool with his mama though.
Yeah, I would disown her a
I
long
couldn't
time
fool.
ago.
Nah.
Yeah, I would disown her a long time ago.
On the real, that's
I had
lame,
disowned
I
my
hate
mom.
that for him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Me and my mom would not be on speaking terms. We would not. Like at that point, I wouldn't care what she did. Like that don't have nothing to do with me. That's just I feel bad for the dude, man.
He can't even listen to Future. Like he can't listen.
He can't do this. He barely can't play basketball either, Dustin.
Man,
I mean, he can't go to the gym. He can't go to the locker room.
Scottie Pippen, where did you find this woman?
Scottie. Hey, that's why they tell these men to choose wisely.
Come on,
choose freaking wisely, bro. All right, D'Angelo Russell, Beasley, Van Belt. All went to the Lakers. Conley and Alexander Walker went to the Timberwolves. So D Russ is back. Somebody said if I was D Russ, I'll say bump y'all. Y'all trade me from the get go. Like why would I want to come back?
His fault. He got traded in the
different management. Different management, different players. He's grown. Yeah, we haven't forgot what you did, but you move on.
Yeah,
so, that's crazy.
Which Collins not there? Julius Randle's not there anymore.
Nick Young's not there.
Nick Young's not there.
Josh Hart and Larry Nance Jr. and There was another kid too. I can't think of his name.
Lonzo
Like I
was
said,
listed there
kids,
too, wasn't
keyword.
Lonzo.
Kids.
Yeah, oh, kids. That baby was high school beef
he?
right
B.I.
there,
was
though.
there.
Yep, BI.
Yep. Yeah,
Man,
that
Lakers had
basically
a squad.
that was basically high school beef. Like high school beef ruined that team.
That
Well,
was
LeBron
kind of,
ruined
that
it, too.
was messed up though. Can we revisit that for like
that
30
Nick
seconds?
Young.
They said, you know, in the NBA, man, everybody got their own little thing. You ain't supposed to.
Man, you
Nick
can't be
Young.
recording though, man.
Hey, Nick Young talking. Nick Young
Did you
talking
see
freely.
his face when he turned around and seen he was recording? He was like,
Hey, he was smiling. He had that stupid look on his face, like, "Hold on, bro, what you doing?"
Man,
"Have y'all
Man,
seen Iggy, bro?"
Right.
I heard she doing OnlyFans
recently?
now.
Yeah, she doing
yeah,
what?
so,
She had to do something, man. She ain't the music ain't working
man.
out.
Ain't rap.
I guess Nick Young was cheating for a reason.
Ever since John from Tennessee called in, ever since John from Tennessee called in and told us you were trash, I ain't heard from him.
Hey, she said she going to OnlyFans. She said
People
she's
buying
doing
it
something
too.
new.
Man.
Mom, yeah. People
know
spending that
who's
money,
buying
man. She might well to go back to Nick Young.
She probably
Oh,
look,
that's
she
dumb.
probably made what Nick Young made on OnlyFans a year.
Yeah, she might well just go back to Nick
Right.
Young because she's selling herself short anyway. So what matters, Nick Young cheating?
Literally selling herself.
Literally, what is she doing?
Subscription.
$5? She doing $5 premiums?
Not the premium.
Oh man.
Ben,
Free
wow. Ben
access
gonna get
for a
us
limited
canceled, bro.
time. What free access
So
for a
look
limited
here.
time?
Ben gonna get us canceled, dude.
Gonna get us in trouble.
Oh,
What?
I don't got nothing to do with me. Just them.
We support women here at VOF.
We
We
do.
love the women.
Yes. Speaking of, we had Miss Jasmine Levan Jazzy on yesterday, so we obviously support women.
Shout out to Jazzy.
Yeah.
Yes,
So.
sir. Yes, sir.
Oh man. All right, guys. That's funny. So as this NBA week goes on, after Super Bowl week, are y'all tuning in more? Are y'all still gonna wait after the All-Star weekend to finally ramp it up some more?
This is the time I usually tune in, and I'm on and off prior to the All-Star. I won't watch the All-Star weekend because it's trash nowadays.
Dude,
but go ahead.
Y'all remember as kids, being in high school, middle school, being so excited for All-Star weekend?
Yes. Waiting
Dude,
all weekend.
Saturday
night.
Lit.
Oh,
Saturday night was lit, bro. You order your pizza, have a nice Coke, Sprite, just watch it.
Look, when I was younger, in my neighborhood in Forest, we would go outside, 3-point shootout, dunk.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Fun, man. I missed it. It's just like it's more of a celebrity show now.
The stars don't participate in All-Star weekend.
You know how they used to say when they say the stars come out at night, none ain't coming out. Just some TikTokers and some OnlyFans people coming out now.
I might watch a little bit of the dunk contest this year because I want to see what the kid from Drew McClung, what's his name, McClung?
Matt McClung.
Yeah, Matt McClung. Yes.
Isn't he just a dunker though? Isn't dunk?
No, he's been in dunk contest. He's in dunk contest.
Nice.
He's gonna be the first D leaguer from the G leaguer from the dunk contest. So I just want to see how that goes. I might watch 3-point shootout.
Matt McClung,
he can hoop though.
Got a legit hoop mixtape now.
He can hoop.
But isn't it sad though? They gotta pull people from like the G League and off the streets. I heard they were trying to pull dunkers, like legit dunkers, to be in a dunker.
Dunkers.
Come on, man.
What's wrong with cats in the league? They don't want to do it though. I mean, but how can they expect this league to continue to thrive, especially on the weekend like that? Because the NBA All-Star weekend was, and I can't say it was one of the biggest events ever. Everybody looked forward to the second week of February.
Exactly. I know I did. I cleared as a kid. I cleared my schedule Saturday night on
Yeah.
TNT.
Schedule. You had a schedule
On
for Saturday
man,
night.
I had, bro.
Check my
Look,
phone.
Tyler, you might
What?
be a baby though, but we had TV guides. I look in that TV guide. I look, oh yeah, that block
What's
started.
the TV guide?
I mean,
Oh.
See,
shit,
that's what I'm saying. That's
What
I'm
TV guide
saying.
you want? What TV guide you want? The one that was on TV
TV
or the
or the
actual
book?
book?
Oh, you had the
We
book.
had
I
a
know what
book.
TV one is. Okay.
Oh,
The
We
TV
had- you
guide
have a
came in
book.
mail. Yes, we had a TV guide book
Good point.
already programmed. So you make your little
I
schedule in
remember
the
that
TV
book.
program book.
I remember that book.
There's no way y'all had a book.
The
What a
TV
time
guide
to be
was,
alive.
dude, it was amazing because when you look through the TV guide, you're like, oh snap, that movie coming on. Oh man, this basketball
Yep.
game coming on, and you mark in it. You're like, okay, it's at this time.
How far advanced? Was it like a week?
Yes, it was
They
a week.
had
It
everything-
was a Monday. It was Monday all the way to Saturday. Then I think it was Sunday. Well, I think it was Sunday to Saturday. I think it had the whole week in there.
So y'all got this in
you
the mail?
yes,
Or you can go to the store and buy it.
or you can go to the store and buy it. Ours came in the mail.
What?
They used to have like the shows for the day. in the
Yeah.
newspaper, too.
Mhm.
That's
Yep.
crazy.
Dude, it was what a time, man. What a
The
simple
world is
time.
lazy now. Because we used to have to do so much. The world
Yes.
is lazy.
Like, you don't understand, T, right? You had at 7 a.m. Saturday morning cartoons. You gotta make sure now that you have your lineup set up. Fox Kids, Nickelodeon, Disney Kids. Like you had to have that lineup set up just
Yeah,
right. Or you gonna miss it.
I remember switching between channels in between.
Yeah. T-Right is hard out there, bro. It wasn't oh, we'll watch it later. Nah, bro, you better watch that thing right now. Unless you had a VHS
Record on tape.
Oh yeah.
record on tape.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
wild.
Otherwise,
The
you don't
struggle
know
was real.
Just
Let me tell you the story, right? I think it was SummerSlam. And my dad, he always recorded Chicago Bulls games. So we might actually have a whole collection of Chicago Bull games on VHS tapes. So I might need to go back home and dig them up. But it was one particular night, SummerSlam. It was pay-per-view, SummerSlam. My brother took a Chicago Bulls tape. I think it was one of the finals games. Recorded over it. My dad found out about it. Oh, you talking about all hell was raised that day?
What is SummerSlam?
It was wrestling.
WWF.
Wrestling.
SummerSlam.
Yes. And my dad was pissed because he recorded over a Chicago Bulls game. I believe it was like a playoff game. My dad would have them labeled.
That jam probably worked.
That's how bad we want to watch the game. Like we couldn't stay up there late, so we put in the tape and just record it. Yeah, and just let it record. So
Ooh, I know your pops was hot.
It was. Hey, he hated wrestling. Oh,
That bag of Stone Cold and hot too. Ooh,
yeah. We didn't want to miss it. So we recorded over the game, man.
Yeah, that was bad wrestling. You didn't want to miss. You didn't want to miss them big wrestling events.
Yeah, you didn't want to miss them pay-per-view matches, man. So, all right, man. What a scroll down memory lane, nostalgia right there.
Beautiful.
Nostalgia. It was beautiful, Tyler. It was beautiful back then. So, if you want to see some premium stuff, you had to go to HBO. That's all I gotta say.
What is that even?
Time out. I know y'all remember staying up late trying to catch the tip drill video on BET.
Hey, what was that? No girls going wild videos and stuff.
Being watching BET Uncut.
I definitely was not. Kyle, man,
Wow,
you see that Ludacris video, Ben?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be alive if I got caught watching this stuff. Man, my dad pastor, what?
On the handstand.
Hey,
American bandstand.
When there, man, Ben, cut that TV down.
Hey, what you do? Does you put on last channel?
Recall. Hit that recall button.
Yeah, recall button.
Put Cartoon Network on last channel. So you.
Tyler, man, simple times, bro. Simple times. Now it's plaster all over the place. You can't get rid of this stuff. It's sad, man. It really is sad, though. All right, guys, man. What an episode. So we'll be back Monday after Super Bowl to discuss that. And we should have a regular lineup of NBA stuff, Dustin. So we might have to turn you up a little bit, okay?
That's cool.
All right. Is there anything else I want to bring up before we end the pod?
No,
Yeah.
man, great
Shout
show.
out to
Man.
Pat Bell for being the most unappreciated player in the
Hey,
NBA.
what he said with the game back together? Nah, dog. He
Hour later.
hour later traded. Well, it's a cold. It was a cold world.
Cold world later, boy.
It's a cold world.
LeBron don't
All
want
right.
this cold world.
It's a cold. It really is, though. All right, guys, man. We'll be back Monday with another show. Thank y'all for joining us. Just catch our YouTube and our Twitch and Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. Like and subscribe, share with family and friends. And we appreciate the support. We are out of here.
So.
Peace out.